The Moors and the Christians, written by S. Thomas Thompson, narrated by Amanda Harkett, produced by Audiobook UK. Chapter 1. One of the biggest festivals of the year in Javea was the Moors and the Christians, where people would dress up as ancient warriors and enact the battles that had been seen in the area centuries before. Angelica took Tommy to see these shows whenever she could, seeing it as both part and parcel of living in the area, plus immersing herself in the culture. Over the years of living in the town, she had come to see Javea as her long-term home, and that meant it was Tommy's long-term home, and that meant he had to learn as much about the place as possible. The men in masks on horseback played like they were locked in deadly combat with each other, crashing swords, lances and shields as though their lives depended on it. Tommy sat with his mouth agog for the entire show. The realism was far too much for a small child to distinguish play from the real thing.
"Mummy, is this going to end up with a lot of blood?"
he asked, not taking his eyes off the action. "I hope not," she answered with a glint in her eye. Tommy couldn't see the glint, but read the intonation in her voice. He was reassured that he wasn't about to see one man kill another. The lances looked like they were likely to cause the most damage, the actors slipping away from their blows at the last second. Angelica marvelled at their agility and wondered how much training they had to go through in order to make such a spectacular but safe show. Tommy spotted their elderly neighbour Mariana walking past with a bag of sweets, and that was about the only thing capable of dragging him away from the action.
"Mummy, it's Mariana!"
he exclaimed. She let go of his hand and watched Tommy walk over through a group of 5 people to Mariana. His back was turned to the action, confirming to Angelica that he really was ready for some sweeties. A few seconds later, Angelica thanked her lucky stars that Mariana had distracted Tommy from the action. One of the riders crashed into the other, his lance puncturing the armour. A spray of blood arched through the air, and he crashed to the ground with a sickening thud. It was clear that he was dead long before the ambulance arrived.